It's time to take your English to another level. So call your friends and tell them that Jay has some breaking news. Well, hello, all of my students. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Jay, and welcome back to the channel where I have the opportunity to help you to improve your English comprehension, vocabulary, and fluency. Today I have another English from the news lesson, and we're going to learn a number of new phrases and vocabulary words. And along the way, I am going to quiz you on what you learn. I have 6 quiz questions all ready to go. So make sure that you use the comment section to take notes. Make sure you're paying attention. And I hope you're ready for some learning and some laughter. Thank you to all of my channel subscribers. I really appreciate your support. Let's dive into today's lesson. According to NBC News, SNL, which stands for Saturday Night Live, Parody, mocks Melania Trump following Epstein remarks. So a parody is simply an artistic expression, like a play or a skit that is performed in a humorous way or to mock someone, to make fun of someone. And that's usually what they do on Saturday Night Live, and they do it live. They don't tape it, they record it and act it out live. So they did a parody that was making fun of the president's wife, Melania Trump, and her comments about the Epstein remarks or the Epstein files. Okay, let's dive into today's lesson. A recent episode of Saturday Night Live drew attention after here it is again, parody targeted Melania Trump following her public remarks denying ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, her remarks, something that she said, something that she spoke. All right, denying, saying that it's not true. All right, I deny those allegations. I am not a stripper. I deny that. Okay, I deny it. I am not a liar. I deny it. Okay, she denied her ties. Okay, her being connected or having anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein. The sketch used exaggerated humor to reflect the controversy surrounding her statement. Okay, so a sketch, okay, a small play or a very quick play. As I said earlier, a sketch could be a parody, okay? When something is exaggerated, say that with me, exaggerated. Exaggerated. It's an adjective and it describes what a person does. They exaggerate, which means to make something seem larger or more extreme than it really is. Okay? So you might say he exaggerated about how much money he had in the bank. Exaggerated. So maybe Charles had $1,000 in his bank account, but he told his friends and family he had $10,000. Okay, he was exaggerating. All right, he was making it seem more than what it really was. All right, he was lying. Okay, so to exaggerate, to make something larger than what it really is. Notice the sketch used exaggerated humor to reflect the controversy surrounding her statement. All right. So controversy, people had a problem with what was said. In the cold open. So this is a cold open has to do with the beginning of something. All right. The cold open. So at the beginning of the play, at the beginning of the sketch, all right, a comedic version of Melania appeared alongside a portrayal of Donald Trump poking fun at what the show portrayed as a big random press conference. Okay, so in other words, the skit was surrounded around a press conference. That's what they were acting out. So they had Donald Trump on one side, someone playing him, and someone playing his wife, Melania Trump. Okay, now notice a portrayal. So a portrayal or a portrait of something or someone, portrayal is simply the way something is shown, a portrayal. The actor's portrayal was realistic, all right? So if you were to draw a portrayal or a portrait of me, you might show my glasses big. That would be exaggerated. You would show me with no hair. Okay, that would be a portrayal of me. The person that you drew that looked like me may be very thin. All right, that's a portrayal. Okay, so you are making something that looks like me. And I must say, if you are an artist, I would love to see you draw a portrait of me. Oh, let me see that. Email it to me. My my email is on my website, and you can go right there. Yeah, I would love that. A portrayal. Okay. Let's continue. Now notice they portrayed it as a big random press conference. Okay, so something that just randomly happened. Nothing special. They were just acting out a press conference. The scene suggested confusion and disbelief surrounding the timing of her remarks. Okay. The skit also expanded the joke by having the character deny connections to multiple unrelated figures, highlighting what critics described as the absurdity of the situation. So they were making fun of everyone. All right. I didn't see it, but it sounds pretty funny just from reading the summary of this article that I put together. Now notice they used the word skit. A skit, again, is a short play where people act out something, all right? So we talked about a parody, we talked about a sketch, and now you have another word that is the same, a skit or a play, all right? Now, when you talk about or use the word absurdity, it comes from the word absurd. So you would just say, oh, Jay, come on now, that's absurd. To say that you know Donald Trump, that's just absurd. You know, good and well, I don't know Donald Trump. So absurdity is a noun, and it's something that is ridiculous or makes no sense at all. Okay? So you might say the idea sounded like pure absurdity, or, man, that's absurd. Come on now. You have 15 cars. That's absurd. That's absurdity. Okay, come on now. You got $20 million in your pocket, in one pocket? That's absurd. Okay, so it's something that sounds very ridiculous. All right. You been to the moon? You ain't been to the moon. That's absurd. All right, let's continue. The parody comes shortly after Melania Trump publicly rejected claims linking her to Epstein, calling such allegations lies and dismissing them as politically motivated. So an allegation is when someone accuses you of something that may not be true, okay? An allegation, all right? Dismissing, she rejected or dismissed them. She quickly said publicly, no, that's not true, okay? I'm dismissing that, okay? No, that is not true. You're dismissing that, all right? Commentators say the sketch reflects how late night shows often respond quickly to major political movements, turning real world events into satirical content for viewers. That's a great word, satirical, coming from the word satire, okay? Satirical, all right? Satirical, using humor to criticize something. So it's an adjective describing something. The show had a satirical tone. All right. So satire is when you make fun of something that people know about, or you make fun of a real event. You're comical. You're being humorous about it. All right. It's so absurd that you bring people together to make fun of an event. All right. Now, before we finish, let's look at a quick quiz today. All right. Let me go back. Let's look at a quick quiz from some of the words that I have already talked about and some that I will talk about. Okay. Let's look at this. Okay, I had a little computer malfunction, but I got it fixed. So let's look at our first quiz. Our choices are satirical, absurdity, and portrayal. Make sure you put your answers down in the comments section. So, number one, the idea seemed like complete blank. Number two, the show used a blank tone to criticize politics. And number three, his blank of the character was very strong. Okay? Now, I know I explained these well, so you should get all of these right, all right? Let's complete today's story. Let's see here. While some viewers found the segment humorous, a part, okay, a small piece, a segment, humorous, others criticized it as overly harsh or mean, all right? Pointing to the ongoing sensitivity surrounding the issue, okay? People are very sensitive, very easily offended, all right? The reaction highlights the polarizing nature of both the topic and the show's comedic style. Okay, comedic, having to do with comedy, something that's funny. Okay, hopefully you get a little comedy here on the channel. Okay, polarizing, something that is polarizing. Say that with me. Polarizing. One more time. Polarizing. Okay, something that is polarizing causes strong disagreement. The topic is very polarizing, okay? It causes people to feel a certain way, all right? When people that have a platform that exposes them to large numbers of people, if they say something that people disagree with, you would say, wow, his remarks were very polarizing, okay? It caused strong disagreement. Everyone's talking about it. When everyone is talking about something, that subject or person is polarizing. When you see people talking about the Artemis flight was fake, and then some people saying it's real, that's a polarizing subject, okay? Polarizing causes discussion and disagreement. Polarizing. Despite mixed responses, the sketch demonstrates how entertainment programs continue to capitalize on current events, shaping public conversations through humor and commentary. Okay, so capitalize. When you capitalize on something, you simply take advantage of an opportunity. Capitalize. So you might say the company tried to capitalize on the trend. All right. So for instance, when you have a holiday like Mother's Day, your local stores will capitalize on the holiday and sell roses, balloons, okay? On Valentine's Day, they'll sell chocolate candy. They're trying to capitalize or take advantage of an opportunity to make money. Capitalize, okay? So I have one more quiz that I want to give you, and then that will complete today's lesson. So before we take that quiz, let's read through today's article at a faster pace without stopping. Let's see if you can comprehend and keep up. All right? A recent episode of Saturday Night Live drew attention after a parody targeted Melania Trump following her public remarks denying ties to Jeffrey Epstein. The sketch used exaggerated humor to reflect the controversy surrounding her statement. In the cold open, a comedic version of Melania appeared alongside a portrayal of Donald Trump, poking fun at what the show portrayed as a big random press conference. The scene suggested confusion and disbelief surrounding the timing of her remarks. The skit also expanded the joke by having the character deny connections to multiple unrelated figures, highlighting what critics described as the absurdity of the situation. So they may have said, look, I don't know Santa Claus. I don't know Mr. Lucky Charms. Okay, so the absurdity that she would say that she didn't know all of these different types of people. The parody comes shortly after Melania Trump publicly rejected claims linking her to Epstein, calling such allegations lies and dismissing them as politically motivated. Commentators say the sketch reflects how late-night shows often respond quickly to major political movements, turning real-world events into satirical content for viewers. While some viewers found the segment humorous, others criticized it as overly harsh, pointing to the ongoing sensitivity surrounding the issue. The reaction highlights the polarizing nature of both the topic and the show's comedic style. Despite mixed responses, the sketch demonstrates how entertainment programs continue to capitalize on current events, shaping public conversation through humor and commentary. So commentary is discussion, all right? So let's look at our last quiz for today, okay? Are you ready? Number 1, our options are capitalized, exaggerated, and polarizing. Make sure you use the comments section. Number 1, the issue is highly blank among the public. Number 2, the company tried to blank on the opportunity. And finally, number 3, his reaction seemed blank during the conversation. Okay? Well, that's going to do it for today's English lesson. I hope you have learned something and had a little laughter. Make sure you take at least 2 words if you are a beginner. From today's lesson, you should have screenshotted them or made notes and try to use them in a conversation within the next week. Make sure you watch today's lesson twice, once with the subtitles on and once with the subtitles off. You can let it play in the background if you're busy. Also, if you have enjoyed my style and you have learned English, you've had a good time, all I ask is that you subscribe as well as share my lesson with one of your friends or family that is trying to improve their English. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Everyone that has been leaving me messages, I've heard from people in the Sudan, people in France. I've heard from people in, Argentina, Pakistan, Iran, just in various different places. The United States. Let me hear those states. Are you in Texas? Let me know where you are, okay? Make sure you guys get some rest so you can join me on my next English lesson. I'll see you then.